Trending on Procyon Radio and Television, I am Sarah Agbon, MKO all-rounder, a music comedian. MKO, welcome to Trending today.
Thank you for asking me.
Thank you for joining us. North has tolerated too much poverty, corruption, says Shettima. Alleged 90 billion has subsidy fraud. ICPC raids Nakon office, picks director. If we truly want to see Nigeria rise again, Osibanjo speaks on way forward. On Trending today, North has tolerated too much poverty, corruption, says Shettima. Vice President Kashim Shettima blames the vandalism of infrastructure and looting of public and private facilities in some parts of the North by protesters for leadership, corruption, and poverty in the region. The Vice President said toleration of the social vices for too long resulted to breeding of new crop of generation without fear of God and respect for the laws of the land by those who participated in the nationwide protest against economic hardship. Thank you.
You don't care about your youth in the north, especially this the so-called northern youth. They criticize government when their government is not in their hand. But when government is in their hand, what do they do to their people? Nothing. 8 years of Buhari, what did he do for their people? He did nothing for the people. Even the elementary school that Jonathan built for the elementary, when Buhari came, he abandoned it. And the northern leaders, they purposely don't want their youth to go to have education. They don't want them to be civilized. What they groom them for is for just use them and drop them during the politics. That is why now you can see what that one bound down to now. Now, you see, I saw one video on the internet during this protest that just ended. I saw where the youth vandalized a library. They didn't take any book out of that place, but they vandalized everything. Take whatever they want to have there, but they leave book because book is nothing. Education is nothing to them. Their leader didn't want them to go to school, and you now see the thing has been a burden on the larger society of the north part of this country.
Bandit Kingpin carries out giveaway live on TikTok. In a shocking turn of events, a notorious Bandit Kingpin recently went live on TikTok where he carried out a giveaway to his followers. This incident occurred as a result of the #EndBadGovernance protest in the north, while the youths were seen chanting the name of their leader, Truji.
Obarakatuhu mutanen zanga-zanga mun ji kuna yaba Muhammadu Bello Turji, to muna godiya Allah sa alheri mutanen zanga-zanga mun gode. Turji na kawo gaisuwa, ku turo ma a kawo yana so ya mako wani abu.
The north entirely is underdeveloped by their leader. When they were on throne, they neglect their people. They just use their people for politics and drop them. They don't want to know anything about the youth. They don't want to even help the youth. See what is happening now. The 2G, that is a bandit. That is why you see the bandit is triumph in the northern part of Nigeria. I don't see any prayer that can cop that one now, because they have youth that they are really ready to work with the bandit, because they don't have things to do. They don't go to school. They don't have any good job. They don't know. They don't have means of living. The northern leader and the government has neglected this youth. So the bandits will hijack them, give them money, give them livelihood, give them whatever they needed, and they are okay.
Because they were even sending their account number to the bandits.
You can see, they are sending account number to the bandit, and the bandit 2G is giving them money. What the government refuse, what their leader refused to do, the bandit leader is doing it for them. Right. So they are embracing the bandit, and now you want the bandit and the insecurity to end in the north. Why? How? I'm asking how. Because the youth are now they are now go along with the bandit and the government, because their leader have neglected them in everything.
All right. If truly we want to see Nigeria rise again, Osibanjo speaks on way forward. Former Vice President Professor Yemi Osibanjo has disclosed what Nigerian churches must do if the country must rise again. Osibanjo said Nigerian pastors must shift their focus from the prosperity message to meaningful and impactful messages from the pulpits. The professor of law said the church must return to preaching the gospel to promote peace, unity, and holistic development of society.
In Nigeria, we have bad leadership in government. Also, we still have problem of the church on the nation, because what the church are doing, especially the pastors now, they are not very far from what the politicians are doing to Nigeria. Now the churches now is bent on preaching prosperity to our youth, and that the youth now be familiar with what they are teaching about money, so they want to make it quickly. They are on fast line, because the church who's supposed to preach hard work and moral to them have divided for that to prosperity music. Yeah, they are singing prosperity to this youth. So the youth now, they can go to any length to have the money. Well, I saw one video again where a very dark man was saying challenging the Jeremiah pastor, Abi prophet Jeremiah. Now that the pastor Jeremiah that has said that he have one spiritual materials that registered by NAFDAC. I've never heard it. This is first time that I will hear that a church has built I want to call it medicine, but it's spiritual material registered with NAFDAC, that it can heal all kind of ailments. Now the very dark man is challenging the man of God that okay, let's test this your spiritual material. I think he took it to blind men, blind people and whatever, to heal them, but the thing failed. This is what we are saying now. Now you develop a material for your church. You are ahead that you are selling it for your church to make money. So these churches in Nigeria, they are for making money. Therefore, that is why they registered in CAC. They are for business. They are not like the first this new me and my wife churches now, that they have made everything. They have changed the dimension of church in Africa, in Nigeria especially, whereby they turn it to a business arena. They have schools. Only what they don't have now, and I'm praying for them to have it, is to have a mechanized farming. Because now they have big school, and they are charging. They are even their money is more than the private schools. So they are charging heavily. So if you can have a mechanized farming joined to what the investment you are having for church, it will benefit Nigeria.
Alleged 90 billion naira Hajj subsidy fraud. ICPC raid NACON office, speaks director. Operatives of the Independent Corruption Practices and Other Related Offences Commission have raided the headquarters of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria in Abuja over alleged mismanagement of the 90 billion intervention for the 2024 Hajj.
Now, the Hajj, especially the subsidy that the federal government, especially the Tinubu's government, bent on removing on petroleum, education, electricity, and increased tariff in all sectors. The President Tinubu phrase to remove the subsidy from religion. Now he gave 90 billion for the last Hajj, and see what is happening in the subsidy of 90 billion that they gave to the Hajj. You see the corruption there, you see what is happening. It must be sincere, transparent about all this. Now you remove subsidy on what will benefit the whole Nigeria, that even put Nigeria into the hardship, but you now fail to remove subsidy on religion. Now I want to ask you, Mr. President, what do we gain instead? But you keep giving them the subsidy, but you give them the subsidy on Hajj, on whatever the pilgrimage, but you refuse to meet the needs of Nigeria. One of my friends just told me that being a black man is another disease called terminognostic gogonic tatababla. You can ask your doctor nearest to you if you want to know the meaning. Now, if I want to compare you to the Kenya president, I'm talking of President Ruto. He apologized when he Christians in Kenya. He apologized to the people, reversed the taxes, and dissolved his cabinet. But the Kenyans are saying, they still bent on saying he should resign. But he told them that this is a democracy that is allow him to finish his tenure. You understand? That is a leader.
Thank you for coming to Trending, MKO.
Thank you for having me.
Trending on Prosian Radio and Television. I am Sarah Agbon. Please do subscribe, like, and also share. Drop your comments on our YouTube channel. Keep shining like the star you are.